So, last week the focus was on my aim. This week it's positioning, trying to make sure I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm trying to choose when best to take fights and when to pull back a bit. Just in case you haven't seen the previous episodes, I'm new to CS2. My background is 1.6 and up until about 3 weeks ago I was completely retired from competitive FPS games, but now I'm back and trying to relearn everything. I've been watching some demos and today I thought I'd share some of my thoughts I had on one of the players at the moment, NOCRIES. He's been taking the FACEIT world by storm, with many touting him as the next big thing in CS2. So I thought, what can I learn? What does he do that sets him apart? Well, let's find out. So, obviously going mid, try and get some hits it looks like. Really just doesn't stop running here at this point. And he's using the smoke to sort of as a physical barrier. And he's just lurking now. He knows that there's a guy up in window. And one connector, which is, I mean, that second one's a pretty insane shot, but really all he's doing is just waiting for them to act. Kind of putting himself in an awkward position for the CTs. Maybe on this round he's working from T-Ram. Again, staying pretty quiet here, but scouting out what's... Yeah, okay, catches that guy when he's trying to move. Yeah, I mean he dies, but he takes a distraction away from... makes a distraction of himself so that the guy has to turn around, but obviously ultimately doesn't win the round. But look at this next round. This looks like a fast A. Yeah, despite being one of the last guys out of spawn, he's actually like one of the first up. Yeah, pushing pretty hard. Yeah, and a lot of pressure with nades and stuff. The positions that he's checking, he's kind of constantly scanning those spots. And there he swings out of it to kind of get ahead of the guy pushing out from jungle, I guess. And out-aims him in the end. Again, they're going for a B take. And he's just putting so much pressure on them all the time. Okay, and this is under down the save, but nice shot on that. So he starts off going under. Smoking off short. Again, pressure here from this under window position is pretty cool. So he knows there's one ladder now. Yeah, again, that guy's trying to peek, but he's ready for it. He's constantly swapping his crosshair between positions, which is obviously gives him a better chance of being ready for someone. Again, pre-firing those kind of standard positions on the window, which in the games I've played so far is kind of what ruins your pushes and stuff, or and that second, after he killed the first guy, he was spraying that section of the window already, which he knows that could be where that double peek from like the last round, similar thing could happen. So he's already anticipating that, which is, yeah, it's good. Again, it's pressure on the other team. Next round looks like they're going bang. Catches the guy who's nade out, pushes aggressively over the top, gets the second kill and the intel on the third. So again, it's just like not giving the guys a second to sort of breathe, which is, yeah, nuts. And again, getting himself up close to connector, which makes him a bit of a pain if someone does want to come through there. Yeah, boosted window. Catches the guy with the molly out. Again, pressure. And now they've got to kind of fight on two fronts. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, again, there he's just applying pressure to multiple points on the map at the same time, which is pretty insane. Straight up, catches the guy on the box, so he trades the frag pretty quick. Drops this molly here, which prevents anyone from pushing either from the site or from through the smoke. Yeah, kind of unlucky there actually. Whiffs the shot. And now he's kind of in an awkward position, that guy with M4. But because the guys are spread out, he's able to take advantage while he's facing one of the other players. Oof, clotheslines that guy. Now covering his teammate, not necessarily with the gun out, but just by looking around he's able to get an early call on that, which is pretty cool. Spots the guy there. Okay, good to know it's not just me that even when you're looking at someone's head, sometimes they still don't die. He's pushing back hard against them there to prevent them taking more ground. Which does work. It gives them his teammates time to rotate, which is, yeah, like Palace, I'm not sure. Okay. Changes positions. Yeah, okay. So he's changed position like 3 times in that round, just to make sure that the T's don't know where he's going to be for sure. I think a lot of players kind of become a turret and just sit still and wait and try and, okay, one guy coming from here, I'll kill him. Don't move. Well, obviously the next guy up is probably going to know where you are, so he's trying to counteract that by just running around a lot. And still, everything, he's just scanning those positions all the time. Now, aggro mid, super aggro mid. Aware of the potential push from under. And this one's the last round. Let's see what he does. I'm going to go with something aggressive, I'm guessing here. Straight into window. Is he going to try and make the jump? No, he's going under. But gets the call that they are heading towards A. Drops a flash to slow them down. It's the guy's sight. Clotheslines another one. And again, just like really aggressively. So the other guys are obviously, they're rushing, but he's just pushing back so hard against them. Really just not letting them dictate the round at all. I think that's kind of the trend with him, is he's going to do what he's going to do. So he's pushing, and if there's someone there, okay, I'll just kill him, kind of thing. And yeah, using his presence just as constant pressure, which is crazy. There's so much confidence in someone like that, I think, which I don't know if we'll ever get there, but we'll see. And yeah, something else that he's doing is constantly scanning the positions that he thinks are likely for somebody to be pushing. So his crosshair is, I mean, I wouldn't say he's like jittery, but he's constantly okay, check jungle, check con, check TP, check palace. You know, so it's very unlikely that he's going to get surprised by anything. Yeah, I can definitely see why people are so, you know, showering him with praise at the moment. I mean, the stats don't lie here. But yeah, definitely a lot to learn from that. A lot of flow, I think, in the way he plays as well. He's, like I say, he's constantly moving and using just being there as something as a tool to either push the guys back or slow them down or yeah, force them into doing what he wants them to do, which is yeah, really cool. So I think I'll catch some more of these demos and see what we can find. As always, I need your help. Suggestions for ways to improve, any players I should watch the demos of, invites for games, anything at all. Make sure you subscribe to follow my progress. Check the playlist to see the previous episodes. Maybe even join the Discord to flame me for terrible rounds.